Well, welcome to the Top Gun Show, where I try to bring you the movers and the shakers in the business environment. Today, I'm super excited to welcome my friend and former colleague, Tim Beglin, the CFO of Vantreo Insurance Brokerage, one of the fastest growing and most successful insurance brokerages in the country. Tim and I have worked together in the past at several companies, but our roots go back to junior high, believe it or not. Today, I'd like to interview Tim as the author of the best-selling book, Rings of Value, which is available on Amazon and Barnes and Noble. His book teaches business owners to run their businesses every day like it's for sale. It's truly a transformational book in every sense of the word. Tim, welcome to the Top Gun Show.
Goodness, Steve, thank you. And thank you for the opportunity to talk to your expanding audience about the Rings of Value.
There's millions and millions of people watching you. I just want you to know.
Good for you. Congratulations.
So, hey, let's start with the book. What's it about and who should read this?
Yeah, what I found in my experience in sort of life and in business is that most people have an idea how much their automobile is worth, how much their car or truck is worth. And they also have an idea how much their house is worth. But what I found is that while they take their car and drive it to work from their home, they know how much the car is worth, they know how much the house is worth, but they don't know how much the business is worth. So, and that's what funds or helps pay for the car and the truck and the house. So it was sort of this interesting circumstance that I found. And so I wrote the book, The Ring of Values. And what the book is about is it's talking to the CEO. So it's a voice talking to the CEO about their business, but specifically about how to value their business. So the book teaches the owner entrepreneur how to value their business and to do it in seconds, I might add. And then secondarily, it teaches them how to exponentially enhance the value of the business once they understand the fundamentals. Now, I wrote the book, like I said, with the voice talking to the owner, the CEO. But now that it's been in publication, what I find is that the employees of those companies have an interest in the well-being of that entity as well. And they're looking for stability. They're looking for a future. Frankly, they're looking to be part of a winner. And what the book can do is help all the employees understand sort of the economics and the fundamentals of how an enterprise is valued and whether they're sort of winning or losing. And if you think about that in the hands of the departmental or the division heads, that can be a pretty powerful combination.
Yeah, that's great. Very profound. I mean, because that's true. The thing that they're pouring their life into, they don't know the value of. So what a timely book. What are some other takeaways, just a couple of takeaways that the reader will receive, the kind of the feedback that you've got, kind of aha moments that readers have communicated to you after they've read your book?
Well, you told me I only have like 5 to 7 minutes, but this section could take about 50 to 70 minutes, frankly, because the takeaways are a lot. If I had boiled them down, they would probably be like this. Once you understand the components and sort of the formula of valuing the business, and again, it could be from an owner's perspective or department or employee's perspective, anyone on the team, what it can help you do is drive decisions, because you can evaluate a decision with the backdrop of understanding the impact on the value that it will have on the business. So it can be part of your decision tree, if you will. So should I do this, or should I do that, or shouldn't I do either? All those things can sort of be forecasted or extrapolated out, and you can almost pencil out the decision before it happens. It can be really powerful. Another sort of hidden gem, I think, in the book is understanding the psychology and the personalities of the buyers. We're not all created equal, and buyers are not created equal. They have there are different motivations, and understanding that sort of soft tissue aspect of a transaction or of a valuation, understanding the buyer's perspective in a, you know, to look for a transaction in buying a company, that can give you valuable information on how either the deal should be valued or how it should be structured.
Very good. Great answer. I love that. Tim and I knew each other childhood, but then we professionally came together when he was the CPA of my business as an outsourced CPA. Then he came on board as a CFO of my business. And man, we took that to a whole new level. We worked again together at another company, worked together at Vantreo. And I'll tell you, Tim, I know your life's very busy because you're highly successful. I call you Goldfinger because literally everything you touch turns to gold. That's my experience, my lifelong experience of you. But like, what prompted you to write this book? Like, you don't have time to sit there and write a book. What prompted that?
That actually is kind of an interesting story. So a few years ago, I was attending a business motivational type event, and it was a 2.5-day event. So by the end of it, you know, everyone in the audience is you know, sort of beginning to, you know, pack their bags literally and nod off of this and think about, you know, the weekend or whatever is on their mind. And as the presenter was packing his bags literally, he was just doing these sort of throwaway comments just to sort of get through his agenda and think about this and think about that and so on and so on. And what he said was, and it was just a throwaway comment, if you're going to write a book, don't write it for yourself, write it for the audience. Write it for your audience is what he said. And I thought to myself, okay, wait a second here. How did he know I was even thinking about writing a book? Which, by the way, you know, it wasn't anything more than sort of scratching and noodling about this or that. But what he said is, don't write it for yourself, which of course most books start out that way. Write it for your audience. I almost literally crumpled up the little notes I did have, tossed them away, and on the flight back from that event, I had sketched out the backbone, the whole spine, if you will, of the Rings of Value.
Thank you so much for carving out time out of your schedule for being on the Top Gun Show, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. It's been a pleasure, Steve. Thank you.
And thanks for watching, everybody.